Alright, now we're going to go over creating a wiki within Blackboard. As always, each week is divided, has its own folder within the course. I'm using an example from another course, but your course will work the same way. So on the home page you have the folder. Once you click on the folder, the wiki will be there. It'll be a blank wiki, but in order to use it, you'll click on View. Now you can see this particular wiki is empty. I haven't created anything yet, so when you want to create your page, you can simply click Add a New Page. Everyone will use the same wiki, and you will all just add a new page. It'll then ask you to title your page, and you can use your name for the title in this instance, since this is an introduction to you. Click Continue, and once you do that, it will open up the environment where you can add things to the page. So you can see the title is my name. You can add to the page. You can type into the wiki directly. Or, if you would like, you can copy and paste from a Word document or from some other document. You can either use this icon up here to paste from Word, or you can simply use Control V. So let's say I'm going to paste something about myself and just simply click Control C to copy, go where I want to be, and click Control V to paste it into the wiki. So now you have that text. All of these icons up here will label themselves if you want to understand what you're doing. So let's say I wanted to add a picture of myself. I could click on Insert Edit Image. You then can click on this little icon here to browse. Let's browse my computer, and let's see if I wanted to add a picture of me. Simply click Upload, and once that's done, the image, if I wanted to type a description or a title for that picture, I could, and then you can insert. And once you've done that, it appears on the page with everything else. So you have your text, you have a picture. Now let's say I wanted to insert a link to a document. I have a PDF that I would like you to read. I can simply go to Link. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. The link is to link to a website. What I want to do is upload a file. I'm sorry. So this icon uploads a file. You click on that. I can browse. I can find the file that I'm looking for. Let's see. If I wanted to upload the syllabus for this course, I could find the appropriate syllabus, click Upload, and now there is a link to that document. So somebody could click on that, the document would open, they could read that document. If I wanted to, I could also create an equation using the equation editor. So it takes a second to load sometimes the first time you use it, but the equation editor comes up. And now you can use the equation editor just as you would if you were using it in Word or PowerPoint. So let's say I wanted to add the equation y characters. So you can use these boxes if you have something. So if you had X, then you can type sub I. You could type that in. Each of these little boxes, if you wanted to use the mean, there it is. Oops, I'm still in the subcategory. Let's delete that. Or not. Alright, so we can start over again. So let's say I wanted the mean. of X. You can type that, and then if you click the right arrow, it now moves into the next box, and let's say, so plus y. Now, this obviously isn't an equation for anything, but you can just use the equation editor simply as you would within Word. Once you're done with that, you can click Insert. It'll save the equation, and then it'll type the equation into and leave it on your wiki page. Now, there's a box for symbols, so if you have a specific symbol that you needed to include, you can use there. You can highlight text, you can change the font, you can bold, italicize, and underline just as you would in any Word document. If I wanted to link to a web page, let's say I wanted to link to the SLUCOR web page, I can simply copy the web page URL, click on the little link, and then insert the URL here. Once I click Insert, now when I click on this web page, it will take me to the SLUCOR website. So all of these functions exist. You can play around with the wiki and do whatever you want, but it would be nice if you played around enough to where you felt comfortable that you could create an educational product using this wiki environment. Now the good thing is, once you're done, you can click Save. Now let's click Save and Exit. Once you've saved and exit, you now have your wiki page. The next person that comes in, if they want to add a new page, they simply click Add a New Page, and let's just say Student 2. Continue. Once you do that, you can use. So the new student page is there. If you save and exit, you now see that there's different pages here. So we have page for student 1 and then student 2. The one that's italicized is the one that you're viewing right now. If you wanted to go back and make a change to that page, instead of creating a new page, you can make a change. You simply click the Edit button. Now you can make as many changes. And once you've made your changes to that wiki, you just click Save and Exit, and you're out again. So, for each individual person, we'll create a new page. When you're doing your educational assignment, when you're the topic of the week, you can create as many pages as you feel necessary. So if you want all of your information on one page, you can do it that way. If you want to have information on multiple pages, that's fine as well. If you want to upload, let's say student 2 wanted to edit. Student 2 wanted to load a PowerPoint slide that they'd created. So student 2 wrote a lecture for the class. They recorded the lecture in PowerPoint, converted it to a flash file, and once they had done that, they wanted to load it here. You would simply upload a file, browse. Now let's look at week 1. So I've created a file, and this particular lecture is in your week 1 folder, and this is in the wiki page. I simply add the file here. Can upload. This particular file is large, so it's going to take a second to upload, but once it uploads, it will then show in the wiki page. Now, for your educational product, you may, so this one creates as a flash file. You can open it through the link. Another option, let's say if you didn't want it to have a link, if you wanted it to show up, you can insert embed media file. So if you do it just uploading a file, people will have to click on the link to get to your lecture. If you upload as a media file, you can then browse, and we'll do the same lecture, upload, and once it's uploaded, it will actually show the lecture within the wiki page. And in a second I will show you how you can create a PowerPoint file. So now it has the PowerPoint file and it starts playing automatically. So you can click pause if you need to pause it and go back, but it works the same way it would if you were just in Blackboard opening a lecture. So then you can click insert, and once you click insert, the file will show there. So let's save and exit, and you can see that it automatically starts playing. So you can pause it if you're not ready to listen to it, but it inserts it directly into the wiki page. Either of those options is fine. I prefer the second just because it automatically opens for students to see. Now, so how did I create this presentation in the first place? You simply start just by opening PowerPoint. Oops. And once you open PowerPoint, you can create your PowerPoint slide. Now, you'll notice up at the top that I have iSpring free software. The iSpring free software you can download. Just Google iSpring free. It's free software that you can download once you've created and saved your file. So let's see, we've created a flash file. Let's add a new slide. Test slide. Point 1, point 2, and point 3. So let's say you've created this slide. You want to add narration. To add narration to a slide in PowerPoint, you must have a microphone attached to your computer. Once you have that though, you can simply go to slideshow and you'll record slideshow. Now you can either start recording from the beginning of your the beginning of your slideshow, or you can start recording from the current slide. Once you record from the beginning, you'll see this icon that says select what you want to record before you want the slide animation and you want the narration and the laser pointers. If you have those two things, you can then start recording. It opens and allows you to start recording your flash file. Once you change slides to the next slide, it automatically changes slides with you, and now this will be recorded within your PowerPoint narration as well. When you're done, you simply exit out, and this is what the screen will look like. So now we've created our new PowerPoint. The PowerPoint has narration with it. You know this because it has the little thing on icon on that. So once you've created that, you'll probably want to save the flash file. Save just as you would. It saves the narration with the PowerPoint slides. But if you want to convert it to Flash, use the iSpring free software. You'll simply click, once you've downloaded the iSpring free onto your computer, you can click Publish. It will ask you to create a presentation title name. It will ask you where you want to put the presentation title, whatever folder you want it to go in. You simply click OK, and you can click Publish. Once it's published the file, you now have the Flash file and these two other things. So long as it's opening within Microsoft, or so long as you're opening it with a web browser, the only thing that you have to load into the wiki is the file with the file name that you're interested in, the Shockwave Flash file. So once we've created that, we can exit out. Go back to our Blackboard page, and then if we want, we can then edit this page. We're going to add our new one, embed media. browse, look for our new Flash file. Load it, and you can see, click Save and Exit, and you now see it's in there. Oops, and since I have two in there, they were playing over the top of each other. But that's how you can create a Flash file. That's how you can load it into the wiki. And once you've done that, it will automatically open when they open that wiki page. So we've learned a good lesson here. Don't do more than one of these on one page. If you want to do multiple presentations, load them on separate pages. Otherwise, they start playing over each other. So those are the basic instructions for the wiki. Please feel free to play around with it. The whole purpose of the assignment of looking at creating your own personal page is just so you can get used to the format, get used to adding it. The great thing about wikis is since you're working with partners, either of you can edit the page. So you go to whatever page you're looking at, and when you're working with your partner, either one of you can click edit. Either one of you can make changes, and then everyone will be able to see the changes. The other thing that's excellent about these wikis, you'll see you can edit, but you will also notice, that there's a history button. So you can click history, and when you click that, it gives you every single page, so it has the complete history of every edit that's been made. So if you want to go back and make changes to an earlier version, you can, or if you want to see what you had in an earlier version, you can see that. The benefit is I can also see that, so I can see how the assignment has progressed as you've worked together in your pairs.